Hey, you're welcome back to Project Management Demystified. My name is Michael. I'm a VP and a project management professional. Right, so this is episode 18 of our hypothetical project. So in this episode, I'll be covering some agile thinking. Agile thinking, agile way of working on our project. So if we assume that the project is going to be delivered in an agile way, so there's so many different types of agile frameworks for large organizations for implementing enterprise level. And so when I use the word enterprise, it means massive organization, enterprise level solutions. So a lot of organizations are now using SAFe, which is Scaled Agile Framework. There's a principle, there's a SAFe principle. So SAFe is S for Sierra, A for Alpha, F for Foxtrot, and E for Echo. But the full, it's Scaled Agile Framework. You just named this SAFe to make it fancy. So there's a principle that is assume variability and preserve options. It means that when at the start of the project, when you're trying to come up with a solution or something that you're going to build, you should give room for pivoting. Because again, we're agile. We shouldn't be stuck in our ways or have just one set way of doing things. So at the start, at the early stages, you would have had different options. If you remember the different options that were discussed at the very start, but these options, the options that we didn't go ahead with, would not be totally discarded. They will be there that we can go back to them. So in the option that we are actually going with, we would have a backlog of decomposed or broken down items. We could call them features. Epics will be broken down into features will be broken down into user stories, and this would happen through depending on the organization. There could be something called a planning increment, PI planning. I don't know, it depends. Some organizations do 6 months, 6 weeks, or 3 quarterly planning increments. It just depends on what you think works best for you. So you plan for each agile release trains over a number of days, where you agree what will be done in the next, say, 90 days. So I've just described that on a high level, but day to day, agile teams or agile release trains will be picking up work from the backlog to plan the sprint, the iteration. So say you're doing 2-week sprints. In the 2 weeks, we will analyze design, build, and test aspect of the solution. So in a traditional environment, rather than building the whole solution from start to finish, getting all the requirements and building from start to finish, you could explore an idea of MVP, minimum viable product, where we are saying, okay, do we want to roll out this solution to a subset, maybe a certain type of or certain demographic of customers, of clients or service users, maybe a small number. So we'll build the very minimum part of the mobile app and maybe just put a login and let people start trying to use it. So that can be done very quickly. And what that does is that it gives that quick and fast feedback loop, and we can learn and then be able to pivot or persevere or continue to build on the value that's been delivered. I know I've rushed through that really quickly, but I just wanted to give an idea of, if we were in an agile environment, how some of these things might be thought about. I'll leave it there and I'll see you on the other side. Cheers. Bye-bye.